Many believe that piling on more steps is the golden ticket to health after 70. But what if doctors are now sounding the alarm against this approach? Walking is a cornerstone of staying active, but leaning on it as your sole form of exercise can be a misstep that accelerates aging rather than slowing it down. As you age, your body craves a broader spectrum of movement to preserve muscle strength, maintain balance, and safeguard joint health. Over-relying on walking while sidelining other critical exercises can lead to muscle loss, joint strain, and a heightened risk of falls which strike 1 in 4 seniors annually, causing 3 million emergency visits per the CDC. Experts now urge those over 70 to walk less and channel their energy into 5 essential priorities that truly fortify strength, boost energy, and secure independence well into their later years. In this comprehensive guide, we'll unveil 5 transformative areas to prioritize over excessive walking. These practical, science-backed changes can enhance mobility, protect bones, and potentially extend your years of vibrant living. Stay with us until the final priority. It's a hidden gem rarely discussed but pivotal for longevity. Let's embark on this journey to unlock the secrets of thriving after 70, embracing a life filled with vitality and freedom. If these insights ignite a spark, consider noting priority 1 in your reflections to honor your commitment to radiant, resilient aging. Let's dive in. Priority 1, strength training to preserve muscle mass. Walking keeps you on the move, but it's not enough to build or maintain muscle, making it a limited strategy for health after 70. Sarcopenia. The age-related loss of muscle mass affects 10 to 20% of seniors, eroding strength by 1–2% annually and increasing fall risk by 30% per the National Institute on Aging. Without resistance to challenge muscles, weakness creeps in, threatening independence by making daily tasks like carrying groceries or standing from a chair daunting. Strength training is now a non-negotiable priority, directly countering muscle loss, enhancing balance, and empowering you to stay injury-free and self-reliant. If you effortlessly hoist a heavy grocery bag, 15 pounds, rise from a chair without using your hands, or twist open a stubborn jar, your muscles are in top form, defying age-related decline. But if these tasks feel heavier or harder, subtle muscle weakening may be at play, often unnoticed, until a struggle reveals the gap. Walking lightly engages lower body muscles, but lacks the resistance needed to strengthen arms, core, or even legs, fully leaving you vulnerable to sarcopenia's toll. Robert A., 74-year-old retired teacher, walked 30 minutes daily, convinced it kept him fit. One day, lifting a box of books felt exhausting, and standing from his couch required pushing off with both hands. Dismissing it as aging, he was stunned when his doctor explained that muscle loss accelerates without deliberate challenge. Robert began strength training with resistance bands, bodyweight squats, and 5-pound dumbbells, committing to 3 sets of 10 reps 3 times weekly. Within 3 months, he lifted boxes with ease, stood confidently, and had surplus energy to volunteer at a local shelter, carrying supplies and mentoring youth. His renewed strength inspired him to start a senior fitness group, fostering community and purpose, proving muscle is a fountain of youth. Start with accessible exercises, chair squats, wall push-ups, or lifting canned goods, 2 to 5 pounds as weights. Aim for 20 to 25 minutes, 3 times weekly, increasing resistance gradually, e.g., add 1 pound monthly. Use proper form, knees over toes for squats, back straight for lifts, and consult a doctor if you have conditions like arthritis. Pair with protein-rich foods, e.g., eggs, beans, to support muscle repair, aiming for 0.5–0.7 grams per pound of body weight daily. If walking is your only exercise, weave in strength training to protect muscle mass, the bedrock of longevity. Note priority 1 to celebrate this powerful foundation for a strong, independent life that shines through every step. Priority 2, balance and stability. Exercises to prevent falls. Walking gets you moving, but it doesn't inherently sharpen balance, a critical shield after 70. Falls are a leading cause of injury, with 700,000 hospitalizations annually and 36,000 deaths per the CDC, often stemming from poor balance rather than weak legs. Without targeted balance training, you may unknowingly elevate your risk of stumbles, which can lead to fractures, long recoveries, or loss of confidence, impacting 25% of seniors. Balance exercises strengthen stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and core, slashing fall risk by 20% according to the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy, and enhancing overall coordination. You might assume decades of walking guarantee solid balance, but it doesn't engage the small muscles or neural pathways needed for stability. Reflect when you last stood on one foot to slip on a shoe or navigated an uneven path. Did you feel steady or did you waver, grabbing for support? A near fall, like tripping on a rug, often exposes declining balance, eroding confidence and limiting activities like gardening or socializing. Edward, a 76-year-old gardener, prided himself on daily walks but nearly fell as stepping off a curb, his foot landing awkwardly. The scare shook him, revealing his balance was faltering. His doctor prescribed balance exercises, standing on one foot heel to toe, walking and side-to-side weight shifts 10 minutes daily. Edward practiced near a counter for safety, progressing from 5 to 15 seconds per exercise. Within weeks, he felt steadier, resumed pruning his roses with confidence, and joined a Tai Chi class where he made friends and honed his stability. His newfound assurance led him to lead garden tours, sharing his passion in strengthening community ties. His story proves balance is a skill you can rebuild, restoring freedom and joy. Test your balance near a sturdy surface. Lift one foot and hold for 10 seconds, switching sides. If steady, you're excelling. If wobbly, practice daily. Try heel raises, single leg stands, or Tai Chi poses like white crane, spreads wings, 3 sets of 10 seconds per side. Use a wall or chair for support initially and practice on a non-slip mat to prevent slips. Incorporate balance into daily routines like standing on one leg while brushing teeth. Strong balance means fewer falls, sharper reflexes, and enduring independence, letting you move through life with grace. Note priority 2 to honor this vital defense against injury, keeping you upright and fearless. Priority 3, flexibility and mobility. Exercises to keep joints healthy. Walking propels your legs but does little to preserve flexibility, a cornerstone of health after 70. Aging stiffens joints, reducing range of motion by 20 to 30% in seniors, per the American Journal of Sports Medicine. Making movements like turning your head, bending to tie shoes, or reaching for a shelf feel restricted. This decline, affecting 30% of seniors, limits independence and increases discomfort. Flexibility and mobility exercises are essential to keep joints lubricated, muscles pliable, and movements fluid, cutting pain and fall risk by 15% per studies. Walking doesn't fully stretch muscles or engage the diverse movement patterns joints need to stay functional. Ignoring flexibility hastens mobility. Loss often mistaken for inevitable aging. Reflect when you last reached into a car's back seat or stood from a low chair. Did movements glide smoothly, or did stiffness slow you down? These moments reveal joint health impacting daily tasks from dressing to cooking. Walter, a 78-year-old retired librarian, walked daily but felt stiff, rising from bed, struggling to bend for dropped keys. Assuming it was age, he was surprised when his doctor linked stiffness to limited joint range. Walter began dynamic stretches, neck rotations, shoulder rolls, knee to chest stretches, 15 minutes daily, plus yoga-inspired moves like cat-cow and seated spinal twists. Within weeks, he moved freely, stood taller, and resumed ballroom dancing with his wife, rekindling romance and joy. His improved posture inspired him to lead a senior stretch class at his community center, fostering friendships and vitality. His transformation underscores flexibility's role in a vibrant life. Incorporate stretches like ankle circles, arm swings, or gentle hip rotations, aiming for 15 to 20 minutes daily, ideally after a warm shower to loosen joints. Move slowly to avoid strain, holding each stretch for 15 to 30 seconds. Try chair yoga for limited mobility, focusing on spinal flexibility and hip openers. Pair with hydration. 8 cups water daily to support joint lubrication. If walking dominates your routine, add flexibility exercises to maintain pain-free, youthful movement. Note, priority 3 to celebrate this pathway to fluid motion, empowering you to embrace every day with ease. Priority 4, great and posture exercises to protect your spine. Walking engages legs but neglects core strength and posture, vital after 70. A strong core beyond aesthetics stabilizes your spine, prevents back pain, and bolsters balance, reducing fall risk by 15% per the Journal of Physical Therapy Science. Weak core muscles lead to slouching, lower back strain, and imbalance, affecting 40% of seniors with chronic back pain per the National Institutes of Health. Core and posture exercises are crucial to keep your spine aligned, movement steady, and breathing deep, supporting overall vitality. Poor posture increases joint stress and fall risk, while walking alone doesn't activate deep abdominal and back muscles. Reflect, do you slouch while standing? Feel back stiffness after sitting or struggle to stand upright for long periods. These signs point to core weakness, often unnoticed until pain or imbalance emerges, limiting activities like shopping or socializing. Harold, a 75-year-old former accountant, walked daily, but noticed rounded shoulders and persistent back stiffness, especially after sitting. His doctor linked poor posture to spinal strain and heightened fall risk, explaining that core weakness was the culprit. Harold started core exercises, seated pelvic tilts, standing posture, resets, abdominal bracing, 15 minutes 4 times weekly, plus wall-supported planks. Within weeks, his back pain eased, posture straightened, and breathing deepened, boosting energy for daily tasks. He began leading a posture workshop at his senior center, sharing techniques and building friendships, enhancing his sense of purpose. His story highlights core strength's power to transform comfort and confidence. Practice core moves like seated leg lifts, slow torso rotations, or wall planks, aiming for 3 sets of 10 reps, 3 to 4 times weekly. Test posture, stand against a wall, aligning head, shoulders, and hips. If unnatural, practice daily. Use ergonomic chairs and avoid prolonged sitting. If walking is your main exercise, add core training to protect your spine, enhance stability, and maintain a youthful silhouette. Note priority 4 to celebrate this backbone of resilient aging, keeping you tall and strong. Priority 5, joint protection and low-impact movements to reduce strain. Walking is a great activity, but overdoing it can strain joints after 70. Aging reduces cartilage and joint fluid, decreasing shock absorption by 20% per the Arthritis Foundation, causing stiffness or pain in knees, hips, or feet for 50% of seniors. Walking's repetitive impact stresses joints without strengthening surrounding muscles, increasing discomfort, and limiting mobility. Low-impact movements are essential to protect joints, enhance lubrication, and sustain pain-free movement, cutting arthritis pain by 10–15% per studies. Joint pain isn't an inevitable part of aging, but worsens without proactive care. Reflect after a long walk. Do your joints feel invigorated or achy? Soreness or stiffness signals a need for joint-friendly exercises like swimming, cycling, or chair-based stretches, which boost circulation and muscle support without stress, unlike walking's repetitive pounding on hard surfaces. Raymond, a 77-year-old retired mechanic, walked daily believing it was optimal, but developed knee stiffness and nagging back pain. His doctor advised cutting walk time and adding low-impact activities to ease joint strain. Raymond started pool exercises and stationary cycling, 30 minutes 4 times weekly, plus chair stretches like seated leg swings and ankle rolls. Within weeks, his pain faded, mobility soared, and he resumed gardening, planting flowers, pain-free. He joined a senior aqua class, making friends and staying active, even leading a garden club to share his blooms. His story proves joint care unlocks a vibrant, pain-free life. Test joint health. Stand from a chair without hands, noting knee or hip discomfort. Stiffness suggests a need for care. Incorporate low-impact activities. Water aerobics, tai chi, or seated stretches 20–30 minutes 5 times weekly. Wear supportive shoes with cushioning, avoid overwalking on concrete, and maintain a healthy weight to reduce joint load. 1 pound off equals 4 pounds less pressure on knees. If walking causes pain, prioritize joint protection to ensure lasting mobility and comfort. Note, priority 5 to celebrate the shield for effortless, joyful movement. Final thoughts. You've journeyed through 5 transformative priorities to thrive after 70, moving beyond walking to safeguard muscle balance, flexibility, core strength, and joints. Strength training battles. Sarcopenia, preserving power for daily tasks. Balance exercises, thwart falls, keeping you steady and confident. Flexibility maintains fluid joints, easing movement. Core workouts protect your spine, enhancing posture and stability. Low-impact movements shield joints, ensuring pain-free activity. Together, these priorities aren't just exercises, they're a blueprint for a vibrant, independent, future-slashing injury risk and fueling energy for life's richest moments. Aging doesn't demand decline. Your body is a marvel capable of growth at any age. If walking dominates your routine, weave in these priorities: lift light weights, practice tai chi, stretch each morning, brace your core, or swim weekly. Start small, 10 minutes of squats, a yoga class, or a pool session, and build momentum. Reflect on which area calls to you most and take action today. Buy resistance bands, join a balance group, or optimize your walking shoes. Each choice crafts a foundation for vitality, empowering you to dance at family gatherings, tend your garden, chase grandkids, or explore new hobbies with unbound joy. Your body is a masterpiece poised to thrive with the right care. Share one thing you learn and how you'll apply it, perhaps. Starting a stretch routine, gifting this guide to a friend, or trying aqua fitness. Your insights inspire our community, weaving a tapestry of wellness and connection. If this guide uplifted you, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support fuels our mission to empower radiant aging, celebrating every step toward a century of strength, joy, and independence. Here's to a thriving future where every day sparkles with possibility. Your vibrant legacy begins now.